Hey guys, Dawson here. Sorry for not uploading for the past few days. I was busy with work, right? But now I'm back with another video, and it's on a topic I find interesting, right? So I hope you guys enjoy, and let's get into this video, shall we? Honestly, this video was just going to be a recap of Alabama LSU, right? That's what it started as, right? I was writing the script, I was doing all that, right? But honestly, I feel there's a bigger issue than a loss to Bama, right? People knew this 7 game stretch for LSU was going to be a tough ask for LSU to get above 500 or at 500, right? So I'm not worried about this loss right now, right? I'll be worried about this loss if in the SEC tournament, right? What I am worried about is the foul trouble LSU has, right? The past 2 losses have shown how much trouble LSU can be in when with fouling because it allowed both teams to keep and get leads to beat LSU, right? And there was more there's more issues with these 2 losses LSU had. Xavier Pinson created your offense. You don't have them. It's going to be a tough ask for Tari Easton, Darius Davis, all these guys to score, right? But the fouling is interesting, right? LSU is dead last in SEC play when it comes to the foul differential, right? So what is the cause of this problem LSU has, right? Now, before we fully begin, I want to say I do know there's a thing going around in which most of these fouls in the are because of Will Ray, right? Right, the differential, right? It's because of Will Ray, right? How college basketball has, more specifically, doesn't like him, and they take it out on his players, right? Will Ray, talked about this after the Alabama loss. He has to stand up for his guys, right? And yes, I do think some of these fouls are because of Will Ray, right? But just watching these games, there is more to that, right? Well, first, here's the thing about it. You gotta know this. Refs are bad at their jobs, right? It's a job in which your humans make mistakes, right? And it's the hardest job in sports, honestly, right? Because it's opinion based on that ref crew, right? Does it follow the rule book that say this is a foul, right? That's the first thing you gotta know about this job, right? And here's the thing about it. This leads into the second point. The defense, the identity of this LSU team is mostly where these fouls come from. The way they play defense, which is aggressive, leads to more chances to get called for fouls, right? Trying to get steals and blocks and charges leads to getting these fouls calls on them, right? You saw in the Alabama game, they stopped doing full court presses because they were getting called fouls on because of that. It's honestly a very interesting thing. The thing that keeps LSU in these games and make them competitive is also the reason why they get into the bonus so quickly, right? After Reed gets into foul trouble due to how he handles defense, right? And Efton Reed's like an entirely different story, but that's part of the reason why he gets ticky-tacky fouls due to how he plays defense, how LSU plays defense, right? And further, I feel this isn't talked about, but rebounding, right? If you let your opponents get the offensive rebound, and most of the time they do, they just jump back up or try to bounce it back out, right? And you get foul calls there as well, right? And these just keep adding up in the games, right? When you allow opponents to get offensive rebounds, there's more chances of fouls. They try to go more up. You can get a foul there for shot foul, right? Right? So how can LSU fix this, right? Well, first I'll say this: get healthy, get Pinson back, right? It's a must for his IQ because basically the main solution to get out of foul trouble is to play smarter, right? Play a smarter version of this defense that you play, right? A lot of these fouls are ticky-tacky dumb moves made by LSU players, right? That refs will always call on LSU because of how aggressive they are, right? You play aggressive, you're opening yourself up for aggressive foul calls, right? And secondly, just get better at rebounding, right? Which is a tough ask for how the bigs are in the SEC. I get that, right? But honestly, just being better at boxing out, it gives you more opportunities for rebounds, right? And Tari Easton's one of the best players after Reed. If he can get his fouls together, right, playing smarter, he's out there more, and you get less offensive rebounds for the opponent. And it's just a very interesting Because that's what's frustrating, right? The offensive rebounding from this team, right? They fix the offensive rebounding that they get from the opponents, rebounding, then it should be more easier, right? And that's the thing this foul problem at LSU. Here's the thing, it can't be fixed, right? But it's so frustrating seeing them not fix it, right? Because this team can be great, right? But right now they are just in the middle of the SEC, right? And it'll probably stay that way till they get healthy and fix this fouling problem, right? Will Wade has talked about this. He knows there are problems. I honestly do believe he knows how to fix them. So it's a frustrating watch, and I hope they fix it, right? But that will be it for this video. If you did enjoy it, like, subscribe, comment, tell me what you liked, tell me what you didn't like. Comment on the hats. I get comments on the hats for some reason. Follow me on Twitter here. You gotta love Twitter. It's great for takes and all that. I honestly am making 49ers content still. Don't know when, but it's coming. I may make one on what could I make a video on? Honestly, I don't know, but I'll still be making 49ers content on what I find interesting that won't be talked about most by podcasts. And yeah, see you guys next time.